Hi guys, so welcome to Cottage Foods Laws. This is YouTube's premier food entrepreneur channel. My name is Damien Roberti. I'm a founder and CEO of Marketing Food Online, Food Truck Freaks, Cottage Food Laws, and several other YouTube channels here on YouTube dedicated solely to food entrepreneurship, bringing you actual information that you can use and experience from 30 plus years that I have in the food industry. I still operate today. My wife and I operate several e-commerce food businesses. We've been on Amazon for over a decade. We've sold over $1 million worth of our product on Amazon over the past 10 years. We average about 100 to 110,000 a year on Amazon. And we operate from our commercial kitchen, and we have stores on eBay, Etsy, and everywhere else in between. So all of that experience, my wife pushed me and said, you know what, you should open a YouTube channel. And that's what I did. So I bring to you, we've had over 50 countries watch us now. We've got over almost total about 10 million views so far on our channel. All of these great bits of information for you to understand. So to this video in particular, like I mentioned, was going to be about California. California's Cottage Food Laws list of foods you can and cannot make. Now, it's important to obviously know what you can make, of course, yes. But it's equally as important to understand what you can't make because you don't want to get yourself into any trouble because you actually can. So we're going to dive into that list specifically of what it is you can. Now, a couple of side notes really quick. I got my laptop open down here below. I just want to go through my list of what I wanted to discuss here on the podcast. So Class A and Class B. So California actually has two specific types of licenses and permits. They vary greatly. So Class A, actually, you can do $75,000 a year, which is still quite a bit of money from your home. If you're looking for a side business, side hustle, or what have you, and you love to cook, bake, or make food products, this is definitely the route to go. Class B, though, allows you to go up to $150,000 a year. Now, those two, though, in particular, have different amounts as far as the fees. And let me scroll through my notes real quick. I have a handful of friends on the West Coast who sent me some information about California's specific laws and what it takes to do it. Now, here we go. So, yes, the permit is going to vary depending upon which one you get. Class B permit is the more expensive one. It can range up to about $200, and the Class A is about $100 to $125. Is from what I'm seeing here. Now, if you know more specifically about your city or county and what they charge for the Class A and Class B, please let us know down in the comments section. All right, but the great thing, though, about the Class B, let me tell you, if you want to do this, I highly recommend you do the Class B license or permit. And we're going to dive into the list of food specifically in just a second. Here's the reason why. Because Class B allows direct and indirect sales. It lets you sell to either wholesalers, retail stores, restaurants, and everyone else. So a restaurant can actually buy products from a Class B permit holder in California, which is fantastic. Retail stores can resell your product, which is, again, fantastic. You have quite a few venues that you can sell to. You also can deliver your product. You can ship your product. Now, the only thing about the shipping, this is a little bit confusing, is most states don't allow you to ship outside of the state itself. Okay, so that means that if someone within California buys it, you can ship it to them. Now, the only thing is, having 14 years of e-commerce experience, having a website where you sell products to everyone, everywhere, it becomes very, very difficult and challenging for you to sell a product specifically within a state, okay? Because someone in New York is going to have access to your website, obviously, right? And they may want to buy it. Someone in Florida may want to buy your products, but you can't, unfortunately. So that's something you need to keep in mind. Now, let's dive into this food list really quick. Now, these are going to be the allowed foods. Keep in mind, cottage food laws are really laws in every single state that are created to allow you to sell certain products that are non-potentially hazardous. What does that mean, Damien? Non-potentially. So it's time or temperature sensitive. Traditionally, are those items that you can't. For example, you can't make pizza from your house and sell it out your front window and as like a drive-through. Pizza, hot dogs, hamburgers, food truck items, restaurants, cafes. Those places that sell food where they make it and you have to eat it within a certain time frame, or they are temperature sensitive. Let's say ice cream, for instance. You can't make ice cream from your living room and then sell it out your window. That has to be consumed quickly and need to be made in a commercial facility that's licensed as such. So let's get started through the list. In California, you can make under, let's say if you like breads or baked good items, this would be bagels, cake pops, cupcakes, breads, cakes, cookies, brownies, macarons, rolls, tortillas, wedding cakes. Now, keep in mind, as I go through this list, and I do this on all of my videos, don't think to yourself that you're limited by only, well, if I make cookies, Damien, does that mean like chocolate chip and sugar cookies? No. It doesn't specify that. So if you want to make cookies, you can create hundreds of different variations of cookies if you like. Gourmet, oversized, whatever it is. But, of course, there's some things you can't put in it. And then we'll get into that in just 1 second. But scones, waffles, cakes, as I mentioned, donuts, pizzelles, brittles, candies that you can do, cotton candy, candies in general, but They cannot be freeze-dried candies. You actually cannot, unfortunately. This would include, no, you can. I'm sorry, toffees, caramels, freeze-dries, etc. But you cannot have like fudge or truffles, which are filled with a certain type of cream. You can't do that. Lollipops, chocolate. Condiments such as mustards, nut butters, honey, vinegars, those types of things as well. Cereals. You can do herbs, which is gigantic. There's, by the way, what I'm trying to tell you earlier was there's so many flavor profiles and variations of these types of food products that it is crazy. It's amazing. Dried fruits, tea leaves. That's actually interesting. So tea, coffee beans, spices, and seasonings. Very big market for that also as well. Pasta noodles and dried vegetables. Things such as cones, danishes, pies. Pies can only be filled with things that are not going to be time or temperature sensitive. Like you can't do a meat pie, a cheese pie, ricotta cheese, mozzarella cheese. You can't do those types of things. Unfortunately, it has to be a pie that may just have a pecan pie or something that's nut or it's shelf stable. Fruit butters. Sorry about that. Jams and jellies. So candied apples, kettle corns, popcorns, crackers, and pretzels. Chocolate-covered items like even dried fruits or something you want to do chocolate-covered dipped fruits. That's fine. Unfortunately, you can't do raw or vegetables or fruits. That's, again, time or temperature-sensitive product that can go bad very quickly. Caramel corns, if I mentioned that before, fruit leathers, marshmallows, vegetable chips. Now, nuts and seeds, by the way. Nuts and seeds, roasted seeds, you got a variation. You got a few flavor profiles. You want to create some roasted nuts with the seasoning, you're good to go. Now, also knowing what you can't make is very important and crucial. Mainly the items I'm about to tell you on this list are prohibited because of their acidity. Acidified, a lot of canned goods and things. You have to be very careful with how you process those because people can get sick. So perishable baked goods, pickles, apple sauces, juices. I get this all the time on Marketing Food Online. Unfortunately, people ask, hey, I live in California, Damien. I wanted to do a fresh juice and then bottle it and bring it and sell it at the farmer's market or local markets. No, you can't. Unfortunately, just due to the laws regarding pasteurization, acidity, the bottling process itself too, canning, all of those things are very, very sensitive, and unfortunately you can't unless you're in a commercial kitchen. Low acid canned foods, no, you can't do. Sauces, fermented foods, sauerkrauts, pickles, pickled items and that sort, no, unfortunately. Ketchups, carbonated drinks, kombucha, that type of thing, kombucha, you can't do that from home either. Pickles, as I mentioned, chutneys, salsas, unfortunately, no, you're going to need a commercial kitchen. Now, really quick side note to the commercial kitchen thing. Understand this, that the commercial kitchens are expensive, yes, and you really shouldn't. I've done videos on this on my other channel all the time. Don't use a commercial kitchen when you're just launching or starting something without having proof of concept or maybe purchase orders or for a fact you're going to sell it. Because if you make something in a commercial kitchen, you produce it, you can't bring it home and then start bringing it back out and selling it as a cottage food item. You can't do that. You have to produce it at a commercial kitchen, and then bring it to the end receiver or a retail store or something to that effect. So what I recommend too is check out a variety. I've got a video on my other channel. I'll put a link down below this one. But it's 14 variations of commercial kitchens that are not commercial kitchens. What I mean by that, there's churches, universities, schools, synagogues, community centers. There's a lot of places where you can access a commercial kitchen, sometimes actually for free, believe it or not. So you might want to check that out too. So as far as the limitations go, other than what you can and cannot make, you are limited by the amount of money that you can make. So again, Class A is $75,000 a year, but you're very restricted too as to where and who can buy it. The Class B license will be the best fit for you if you are wanting to do this. So keep that in mind too. If you have any questions in regards to the list I just gave you, let me know down below. If you have any comments, if you're actually producing a product in California, let us know what it's like to make that product. And definitely subscribe to the channel here, Cottage Food Laws. We've got a handful of other channels. Check out those links down below. I'll see you on our next video.